Hello, everybody. This morning, I'm going to talk about beliefs and how they're not actually normal. So, some time ago, I was riding in a car with one of my friends, well, truck, and he did some construction work, and I used to do some construction work with him on the side to make a little extra money when I was in seminary, and we were riding together, and he was talking to me a little bit about other Christians, and then he started talking to me about people who weren't Christian, and he said, "Man, I don't understand how they can have all these crazy beliefs, man. See, they should understand that like Christianity makes the most sense." And he was just kind of like expounding on that, and I was listening to him, and then I was like, yeah, I know what you're saying, right? Like, it makes perfect sense that a guy was born from a virgin, and then did all this healing and walked on water and did all these other things, and then got killed, and then in 3 days came back to life. And I was like, I don't know how those other people believe the crazy stuff that they believe. And then he like looked at me, and I was like, man, before we go around saying everybody else sounds crazy, we got to realize, I was like, we sound crazy, and I mean, that's something, but it's something that feeds us. That's like, we have our belief, but at the same time, if we hear our belief through somebody else's ears, we gonna sound crazy. So I think part of engaging people that in life is not coming at it as if what we believe or what we think or what our experiences are the litmus test for reality, because everybody's experiencing life differently. And so we can't have compassion for people if you walk into it like, we make sense, you don't. You know what I mean? And it started making me think about, if you've seen the movie Matrix, I don't remember, I think it was probably the second one, might have been the third one. And, Morpheus was just had all this faith that Neo was the one. And this dude named Commander Locke basically said, Morpheus, not everybody believes what you believe. And then Morpheus said back to him, my beliefs don't require that they do. Which to me was one of the coolest lines that's ever been written in a movie, especially if it's articulating something about faith or belief, because a lot of us, we think, I don't know if this is going to make sense, but we think that we believe certain things. Like, we tell ourselves we believe it, we try to convince ourselves we believe it, and we try to convince other people we believe it. But a part of that convincing is that if we look around and we see other people and we think that they believe the same thing, then we feel more secure in our belief. But it's not really, I like what Morpheus said, like, my beliefs don't require other people to believe what I believe. And I think that's actually coming from a real place of inner integrity, because if you can walk in this life and you have your belief and you have your faith, it's not contingent upon other people co-signing on everything. Because I think that a lot of us, we just feel safety in numbers. Like, we get around a group, we say, oh, they think like me, they dress like me, they whatever, and we're just really looking for safety. We're not looking for faith, we're not looking for belief, we're not looking to be transformed. We just want to feel safe. And if we see other people agreeing with us, then we feel safer. But if we ever get in a situation where our belief that we profess puts us up against the crowd, then we can see what we really believe. Because if it's really coming from our own internal constitution, then we might be able to say, like, hey, my beliefs don't require you to believe what I believe. And if every person could come from that space, I think there would be a lot more integrity in the world. But right now, a lot of us are just trying to be members of clubs, and we don't realize that that's what we're doing. And I'm not trying to put people down. I'm not trying to say there's anything wrong with having a club or having safety in numbers. All those things are normal human faculties, human desires. There's nothing wrong with that. But when it comes down to belief, if you only believe what you believe because a whole bunch of other people are co-signing it, and you need them to say that your belief is okay, then it's not really your belief. You just like signed up for something else. That's how I take it. I come to a point in my personal relationship with Jesus where I don't care if any person ever believes it. I don't care if somebody came up to me today and said, hey, Pedro, look, I went in a time machine and I found out that the whole thing's fake and you've been stupid for a long time. I'd be cool with that, because in my soul, I feel like my relationship with Christ is real, more real than my relationship with most people, that you can see every day. And it's not contingent upon millions or billions of people agreeing. It's contingent upon, I want to be a more loving person. I want to be someone who, is a good father, good husband, whatever that means to me. And from my personal experience, my walk with Christ, as I understand it, is helping me achieve those things. That's the only cosigning I need. So that's my feelings for today. So if you are stuck in belief and you need other people to believe it in order for you to believe it, I mean, that's a part of the journey, but at the end of the day, it's between you and God. So just putting that out there. Hopefully this connects with you.